every plumage. There's a posed photograph of Booth, bearded, suited and steely-eyed, staring off camera as if he's just caught sight of some elusive warbler that requires shooting, stuffing and displaying in his collection. Born in 1840, 3 years after Queen Victoria ascended the throne, Booth's behaviour, which today seems reprehensible, was typical of a 19th-century naturalist. Victorian society was enthralled by the natural world, and they demonstrated their admiration through coveting, collecting and categorising it. Birds, butterflies, ferns, eggs, seaweeds, shells, you name it. If the Victorians could get their hands on it, they'd kill it, skin it, stuff it, press it and pin it. Their collections and curios, local or exotic, were displayed as a statement of their wealth, status and intellect. Just beyond the museum's entrance, there's a reconstruction of a typical dimly lit parlour, the showcase of the Victorian home. Amid the shadows, the iridescent wings of tropical birds glimmer within glass domes, and metallic blue butterflies lie meticulously ordered in serried ranks in the drawers of polished mahogany cabinets. Collecting turned into an obsession for certain men with the time, money and means. Country clergy, colonels recently retired from the Empire's front lines, or, in the case of Edward Booth, those who had inherited a substantial family fortune. When Booth's expanding bird collection threatened to engulf the family home, he built this museum to house his overflowing hobby. Yet, while other Victorian museums crammed their cabinets with regimented rows of birds in strict scientific order, Booth was a pioneer in presenting his specimens posed within three-dimensional replicas of their natural habitats, dioramas. A yellowhammer broadcasts a silent song from a facsimile of a farmyard fence. Guillemots and razorbills jostle on sculpted sea cliffs. 2 swooping skylarks defend their nest from a predatory stoat. Inside each diorama, a different species is immortalized in a frozen moment, a recreation of the life that Booth had taken away. Upon his own death in 1890, Booth bequeathed his museum to the people of Brighton. 1,000 glass eyes watch me as I wander along the galleries. Booth's dioramas are stacked from floor to ceiling, a wall of windows towering above me on either side of the aisle, each one offering a captivating glimpse into the private life of a British bird. Today, the museum holds much more than Booth's birds. Over time, as other local museums closed, the Booth opened its doors to their orphaned exhibits while also becoming the repository for the mahogany cabinets of those deceased clergymen, colonels and collectors. The museum slowly absorbed and amassed an incredible wealth of almost 1 million natural history specimens, everything from microscope slides of bacteria to mounted mammals, anthrax to zebras. Today, the Booth remains a special place for everyone from dinosaur-obsessed children to scientific researchers to people like me who value the inspiration, information and escape that this wonderful museum provides. There are a million stories waiting to be told here. One of my favourite exhibits looms, threatening and fearsome, above the cuddly trilobites and David Attenborough activity books in the gift shop. This ridiculously large pair of palmate antlers, 2.75 metres, 9 feet across, once belonged to the world's mightiest deer, the Irish elk, which became extinct around 7,500 years ago. When impressive antlers such as these were first pulled, perfectly preserved from Ireland's peat bogs, people were understandably confused as to why nobody had ever seen their owner alive. In 1697, after examining some antlers dug up near Dublin, Irish physician Dr. Thomas Molyneux assured everyone that, while this colossal deer may no longer be found in Ireland, it would still exist in some other part of the world. A suitably vague and reasonable explanation. After all, it was a great big world, and there were still vast unexplored areas where a deer with ridiculous antlers could be hiding. Probably. And besides, Molyneux added, no real species of living creature is so utterly extinct as to be lost entirely out of this world. For most of human history, extinction was not a conceivable option. The prevailing belief was that God had created this perfect world and everything living in it in 6 days. The suggestion that some of his creations had malfunctioned and died out was not just controversial, it was blasphemous. It implied that God